After working in the hotel industry for over 30 years, there are a lot of travel tips that managers and front desk housekeeping staff would wish that travelers would know. This could ensure that you might have a more enjoyable stay. Tip number one is book with the hotel directly. I know that there are a lot of online booking agencies, and you can get what looks like to be the best rate. However, there are a lot of issues with that. Certainly, you can book something with Expedia and Booking, and you may get $25 off, $50 off. But when you check into the hotel, you really can't get any help if the wrong room category was picked, or you wanted an upgrade and they didn't let the front desk know that. The front desk really can't do much about it. They all go through all of the hotel booking sites. So if there's an issue, they can't overbook the hotel. It really is an issue with that third party. When you book through third parties, you most likely will not receive any of your rewards points. Make sure that if you want specifically a quiet room, obviously let them know before you arrive that you want to have a room towards the end of the hall, perhaps. You also want to make sure a high floor because often if you are not on a high floor, you may have kids running above you and the elevators and stairwells making a lot of noise. So make sure that you request, again, the top floors and near the end of the halls. If you want an early check in, let's say you're going to a wedding or you have a sporting event that you need to get to, and 3 o'clock check in, which is actually quite normal for hotels, is not early enough, you can actually ask maybe the day before you call the hotel and ask for an early arrival. Now, the thing is, this isn't really up to the front desk to give that to you. It really is a matter of what occupancy was the night before you arrived, how many housekeeping staff they have on, and what their rotation is. So I often suggest that for guests to call and note it on their account early, but then the morning of their arrival, maybe give a quick call and ask again, and perhaps leave your phone number so the front desk can connect with you when a room becomes available. If you're celebrating something special, let's say an anniversary or a birthday, make sure that you call the front desk ahead of time and let them know. You won't necessarily get a guaranteed upgrade, but you can ask if they have anything special that they can order for you, such as flowers or maybe some champagne in the room. The front desk always have great recommendations, or they can sometimes take care of it themselves and just charge your room. So make sure that you let the front desk know when something is special. All of the big flag hotels will have some sort of a rewards program, and it really can be beneficial. Certainly, if you are staying more than 2 or 3 times a year at a hotel chain, you can see great upgrades. Tip number six is if you have an issue with your stay, don't wait until checkout or after you leave to leave a poor review. Make sure that you contact the front desk right away. A lot of times, hotels will offer a 100% guarantee. However, if you haven't alerted the front desk to know that there is an issue, they aren't able to give that to you. It's not their obligation if you haven't given them the opportunity to correct it. So, again, make sure that you do go to the front desk and see if they can rectify the situation right away. Tip number seven is make sure that when you do go online and book something on one of those online agencies, that you take a look at what you're booking specifically. A lot of times it can be very confusing, and you don't realize that you're actually booking a non refundable, which happen to be the cheapest rates. And when that happens, that you need to cancel, the hotel is under absolutely no obligation. It doesn't mean that they're not being guest service oriented, but it's really the booking companies, such as the Priceline and the Booking.com. It's really up to them whether they want to go ahead and reimburse you. Hopefully, these 7 travel tips will make your next hotel stay more enjoyable, even if you only travel a couple times a year. I'd love to hear your comments below if you have any travel tips that you can share with everyone else. I love to hear what's going on. Maybe I haven't heard. If you really enjoy travel advice and want to get some great online reviews of new travel products, please consider subscribing to my page below.